Gallery. Here is my review of Captain America issue 424. This is a great comic by Marky Mark and a fill-in artist. I will be saying some nice things about this artist, but I didn't think that this cover is very good. I think there's too much empty space, like our ear or down here. And then we have the copy, which is in like a default font, and it is covering this guy's crotch when there is empty space on the cover that it could better fill. This issue, it focuses on the villain called Sidewinder, and the artist I have never seen on any other book. I didn't know if he drew many more comics or what. I do think that he is pretty good, but he's not quite there yet. He is like 90% of the way to being very good. And we do get some very good stuff this issue, like this opening splash page with Captain America and Rachel Diamond. This is great. I love this. His style is a bit cartoony, and there's some exaggeration going on and some caricature. But I think that works for Captain America. We do have a few little criticisms, like there are panels without backgrounds, like this one, or this one, or this one, or this one. But I generally like it. I think you need to remember Captain America is a golden age character, and he is also a bright and colourful superhero character. And I would have liked to see this guy do more Captain America art. I think the style works for the character. Speaking of style, Rachel Diamond has shaved one side of her head. And this was before that meant she was a weirdo on Twitter. Our story is about Sidewinder. Sidewinder, he is a snake-themed baddie who Marky Mark created and introduced in the Things comic, and then brought him over to Captain America, where he was the one who organised and initially led the Serpent squad. By this point, Sidewinder, he had since left the Serpent squad, and he had somewhat retired from super criminal activity. We learn now that he has a daughter who is in need of brain surgery, and it's going to be really expensive. And it is a very basic story here, very, very simple, but it works. So Sidewinder, he contacts Captain America because he wants to speak to him about things. And this was a bit of a running gag in Marky Mark's run. He would love having Captain America be incognito, wearing his costume and then trying to disguise himself quite badly like this. Sidewinder, he tells Captain America about his situation and that he needs loads of money and that he doesn't really want to turn to crime again for it, but he sees no other option. Sidewinder, his thing was he always saw things as like a business. He was like a businessman. He saw being a bad guy as a business decision. So here he has like a business proposal for Captain America. He says if Captain America gives him all the money that he needs, then he will promise not to be a villain anymore, like a weird super villain investment scheme. It's quite an interesting idea. I think it is worth exploring a bit more beyond what this issue presents. Captain America, though, he turns Sidewinder down because, well, he thinks that he's just running a scam or something. So then Sidewinder, he turns to theft, but he guns out and he steals money from drug dealers or gangs. And we find out that Sidewinder, he is a bit of a coward. He's afraid of getting hurt or even getting into a fight. And that is why he originally formed the Serpent Squad, so that he would have other people to do all the action stuff. We also have Rachel Diamond. She has a more personal relationship with Sidewinder, a more personal connection. He recruited her into the Serpent Squad, and then he helped her get out. And Rachel, she is given a dilemma here when Captain America asks her for information on Sidewinder's personal life. But Rachel Diamond, she is unsure if she should betray Sidewinder's confidence. So then we have Rachel Diamond. She goes to visit Sidewinder herself to check him out and make sure that his claims about an ill daughter and his need for money are legitimate and true. And then Captain America, he locates the hospital and he goes to visit Sidewinder's daughter. And he begins to realise that Sidewinder is telling the truth and that they do badly need this money for the brain operation. So then we have a big action scene. Sidewinder, he was trying to steal some money from a gang again, and it went bad and he got wounded. And now Captain America and Rachel Diamond come to his rescue. So after the pair of them mop up all the goons, Captain America, he approaches Sidewinder again and offers him a deal. If Sidewinder turns himself in and goes to trial for his crimes, then Captain America will make sure that his daughter's brain treatment is taken care of. Sidewinder, always the businessman, he tries to negotiate, he tries to alter the rules a bit, but Captain America is firm, and he says, if you do this, it will work out. If you show some courage, maybe things won't even go bad for you in court. Then there's even a bit where Captain America, he suggests he might even speak on behalf of Sidewinder at his trial about how he peacefully surrendered and his commitment to reform. Some nice romance stuff here with Rachel Diamond and Captain America. I do love these two together. Rachel Diamond, she has been inspired by Sidewinder's surrender to open up to Captain America about when she may have killed somebody in issue 414. Not my favourite storyline of these two. And we have a happy ending a few weeks later where Sidewinder, his daughter, has had her brain operation. And Captain America comes to visit her again. and he lets her speak to her father from prison. It is a happy ending. Sidewinder, he has bravely gave himself up and accepted his responsibilities. Captain America, he is reminded that not everyone he fights is an evil Korean Nazi or a remorseless psychopath. And a little girl gets her brain fixed and she doesn't have seizures anymore. The bad thing is that Sidewinder, he should have been retired after this, but as we saw in the Robert Kirkham Captain America story, Sidewinder, he was suddenly back in costume and with the Serpent squad again, and he was only in the background, and they never justified it. They never explained why he returned to crime. Stuff like that happens all the bloomin' time in comics edited by Tom Brevoort. Characters with arcs or dead characters, they just show up in the background. This is a nice issue though. It is a feel-good issue, and I think it is a choice selection of the good exploration of the inner workings of different types of villains that Marky Mark did really well. I rate this issue a very 7 thumbs up.